Coming up today on This Is True Really News, the Flathead Beacon police blotter. Yeah. If
How
you
old are
like
you again?
me,
Yeah.
we are 67.
Yeah, you're not going to live long enough to have me stop this. By the way, if you win the lottery,
Yeah.
go for the lump sum, dude.
Okay.
And then send me a chunk.
Sure.
Doesn't have to be a huge chunk. I mean, I expect Ann to get most of it.
What is a subdivided lump called? I mean, is it when you?
It's a lumpectomy.
Well, yeah, but what's that lump called?
A lumpette.
It's a limp?
A lumpette.
A lumpette?
Lump-et.
I like lumpy.
A tiny part of a lump.
It's a lumpty.
See, that reminds me too much of those weird things from Willy Wonka. You know, the little orange lumpties? You can't think of it either,
The Oompa Loompas?
Oh, yeah. That's it. It's a Loompa.
And if I subdivide that, then you have an Oompa Loompa.
Exactly right.
Oh,
Except
man.
in the latest version of this, all the Oompa Loompas were played by one guy in CGI, man.
Oh, wow. That's no fun.
No, that just sucked all the fun right out of it, so I haven't watched it.
Well, anyway.
I'm sorry, you were saying.
If you want to be educated like this on a regular basis, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News and hit the bell icon, because then you'll know when something educational like this has popped up again.
And besides, you get to press another button. It's kind of fun.
That's right. Now, if you need to take us to task or call us a numpty, or send us a story, just send that to TITR@netradio.network.
A 35-year-old man who has not been identified, who wishes to remain unanimous. 35-year-old man from Vietnam went to a hospital in Dong Hoi, complaining of severe headaches, fluid discharge, loss of vision.
Fluid discharge.
Yeah. Metro News reports that when doctors did the CT scan, which is what doctors will do, they discovered something. Chopsticks. 2 broken chopsticks that were penetrating into his skull from his nose. Do you remember the old Cheech and Chong bit? Everything doctor up his nose it goes.
Shunka, shunka, shunka. Sounds like a maraca. Maybe you could rent him out.
Apparently, the man had been in a fight several months before and didn't remember much about it. Like the NFL, head injuries from fights are a real thing.
Yeah.
But said he thought something might have been stabbed into his face. I'm going to go with broken chopsticks.
Yeah, me too.
Surgeons went in, took out the chopsticks. The patient is apparently recovering, physically anyway. Mentally, I know.
But all he can smell is bamboo.
Ah, my sweet bamboo.
Babu. Good Lord.
Yes, he is.
Flathead Beacon police blotter. Right. 9:27 a.m. A sleeping man was disrupting someone's drive-thru experience.
Well, that's not right. How darest thou disrupt someone's
drive-thru
experience?
I am calling the police emergency number. Because now this is
Can
one.
you imagine your dad? I just keep picturing my dad looking at some of this that happens today on a regular, like, well, we're trying to make the experience better. I'm going to get my hair cut. What?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm getting my hair cut.
Yeah.
We'll talk smart, little baseball, a couple dirty jokes. I'm out of there.
Don't brand me without asking first, and we'll be fine.
Bingo.
10:49 a.m. Churchgoers keep racing out of service every Sunday in Lakeside. State of grace, now drive like hell.
My guess is what is it, Chatterbox? That restaurant.
I don't know. Their favorite restaurant? Yeah, they've got to get there.
Yeah, because,
there's
a timeline. There never used to be.
Yeah.
But there's a timeline now.
You got to get
go
there
to
before it gets
church
full.
because, church is important, but not as important as making your brunch date and then football.
See, especially in the fall. So, St. Pat's Church was right across the street from our driveway. I mean, literally, you could drive out our driveway right down St. Patrick's Lane as you crossed Valley View Road.
There you go.
Sunday
You
mornings?
lived with the hoity and the toity.
Yes. And these were hoity and toity Catholics who were so kind
They're
and
different from
sweet
hoity and toity Presbyterians? How?
and had so much Christian charity, none of them would stop at the stop sign at St. Patrick's Lane to let us out of the driveway to go to church.
Early Mass, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12:58 p.m. A woman
Dude.
with, what?
The trouble with early Mass?
Yeah.
What time? 8-ish?
Probably.
You're looking at guys with tea times.
Yeah. I had never thought of that.
If they were good Catholics like my father,
Yeah.
and dozens of guys every Sunday,
Yeah.
you went to 7:00 Mass,
Yep.
and after communion,
Yep.
you got up reverently, folded your hands, walked back, and did not stop at your pew.
Mm-hmm.
Right through the door.
12:58 p.m. A woman was prepared to defend herself with knives and a baseball bat when a draft slammed a door shut. She was so scared. She had to call the police and tell them. If that draft comes back, I'm going to stab it. And 4:41 p.m. A shady guy wielding a large knife was walking on
A draft.
Shady Lane.
Of course he was.
7:46 p.m. Making it worse, right? 7:46 p.m. A drunk guy with one shoe and a black eye announced he was going to get liquored up and go to the lake.
As one does.
9:44 p.m. A Super One employee tried to retrieve a stolen beer from a drunk, shoeless guy. Wait a minute. Huh. The other guy had one shoe.
And he had one shoe.
Yeah. The guy threw the beverage into the air in the parking lot before peeing on the grocery store's doors.
Did he do all that before it landed?
Well, now that would be something.
That would be a guy thing.
And finally, 11:32 p.m., two guys wearing hats made a caller feel weird.
Once again, I'm just saying, can you imagine our parents in this day and age with half of the stupid that he felt weird? So
They make me
he
feel
called
weird.
911.
Right?
Yep, same question. So we are a bunch of kitty cats. 32-year-old. What was that one song? Must have been the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. Or the
Dr.
wrong
John.
place. Yeah. 32-year-old Christopher Boyd, wrong place, wrong time.
Okay.
He was riding in a car, Evansville, Indiana. It's the middle of the Midwest. It's the middle of the Middle West. It's the middle of the middle of the Middle West.
No, it's kind of to the right side of the middle of the Midwest.
Well, it's better than being on the left side. According to the smoking gun, he was doing this riding in a car in Evansville, Indiana, when he got pulled over for an obscured license plate. Does that mean it was so unique they'd never seen it before?
No.
No.
When you add the D,
Yeah.
it means there's something covering it.
Oh. So Boyd got patted down where officers found a small bag with multiple pills in his sock. I have had to carry medication with me my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
I have never thought to put my pills in a small bag and then tuck it inside my sock. Do you know why?
Why?
That's stupid.
No, okay.
Boyd told them he uses Percocet for pain from a bullet lodged in his spine and takes it through his ankle. Which would probably have been, any better story than...
Because that ankle really sucks.
Yeah, police noticed he tensed up when being searched in the groinal area. Point of fact, officer, most every guy will.
Yep.
Actually, most every human being will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he tensed up. They asked if he had anything stuffed around the groin or buttocks area, and he said, "No, of course I don't." So
And
they
they
got to the
said,
station. Boyd was walking with a limp and appeared to be clenching said buttocks.
why am
This
I
is
not,
this
why
is
am
one
I
of
not doing this?
I
story?
believe this is the third story of firearms in places they shouldn't be. I think this is about the third one we've done.
It's still
Yes.
shocking.
Because when you get to the police station, they run you through the old scanner, and there was a rather large object up there. And yes, it did darn near kill him. It was a Smith Wesson handgun. Now, as handguns go, it was only about 5 inches long, kind of a small handgun, but in kind of a tight spot. You feel pardon the expression. It was not reported whether the weapon was loaded. I'm going to go out on a limb. He had to get something right, didn't he? No, it was loaded. Boyd also had 2 plastic bags of marijuana tucked next to his scrotum. He was then booked into the Vanderburg County Jail.
Really, this is how I do my target practice. I try to shoot the bag of marijuana from my butt.
Although whoever edited this for the smoking gun has a little afterthought.
Yeah.
The manufacturer does claim the pistol's perfectly suited for conceal and carry, so...
Ow.
I don't want anything concealed that much.
All right. This is going to take a minute.
Only a minute?
Anthropic has an AI. It's called Anthropic as a company has an AI.
Yeah.
It's called Claude. I've used Claude for several things. It works pretty well for what I need to do. Okay. Well, Anthropic
that's never good.
got together with Andon Labs, an AI safety evaluation company, to have Claude Sonnet 3.7 operate a small automated store in the Anthropic office in San Francisco.
And it's sweet.
Claude had to complete many of the far more complex tasks associated with running a profitable shop, maintaining the inventory, setting prices, avoiding bankruptcy, and so on.
Pinching chicks?
Yeah. No. By the way, they nicknamed it Claudius for differentiation purposes.
Claudius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
as they say in Britain, hi, Claudius.
Claudius was told it didn't really have to focus on traditional in-office snacks and beverages and could feel free to expand to more unusual items.
Well, that's special.
There were a few things Claudius did well, or at least not
here
poorly.
We go. Carry on.
It identified suppliers well. It made effective use of its web search tool.
It's supposed to do that. That's good.
Yeah. In fact, it found it could stock Dutch products, a chocolate milk brand, Chocomel, on request of a customer. So that's nice.
Nice.
Adapting to users. It did that pretty well. It didn't take advantage of many lucrative opportunities. It did make several pivots in its business that were responsive to customers. An employee lightheartedly requested...
Kind of what you're hoping for, right?
Well, an employee lightheartedly requested a tungsten cube, kicking off a trend of orders for specialty metal items, as Claudius later described them.
Well,
Methinks the population of Anthropic is just kind of cute.
With an interesting sense of humor.
In other ways, Claudius underperformed what would be expected of a human manager. It was offered $100 for a 6-pack of Iron Brew, a Scottish soft drink, which I've had and tastes like bubblegum. They will say it doesn't. It does. They don't know what they're talking about. You can buy it for $15 here in the States. Rather than seizing the opportunity to make a profit, it merely said, I'll keep the request in mind for future inventory decisions. Claudius hallucinated important details.
What?
Yep. Received payments via...
Wait. AI.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
Right.
They can hallucinate too?
Oh, yeah. That's what they call all the mistakes that it does.
Got it.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Claudius received payments via Venmo, but for a time instructed customers to remit payment to an account it hallucinated.
Well,
Selling at a loss in its zeal for responding to customers' metal cube enthusiasm,
here we are.
Claudius would offer prices without doing any research, resulting in potentially high-margin items being priced below what they cost.
Well, there is that.
Suboptimal inventory management. Claudius successfully monitored inventory and ordered more products when running low, but only once increased a price due to high demand. Sumo Citrus from $2.50 to $2.95. And getting talked into discounts.
You can talk AI into something?
Claudius was cajoled via Slack messages into providing numerous discount codes and let many other people reduce their quoted prices ex post based on those discounts. It even gave away some items.
Well,
Ranging from a bag of chips to a tungsten cube for free. Those tungsten cubes are expensive.
dude, he had a lot of them.
From March 31st to April 1st, things got pretty weird.
That's when it got weird.
On the afternoon of March 31st, Claudius hallucinated a conversation about restocking plans with someone named Sarah at Anton Labs, despite there being no such person. When a real Anton Labs employee pointed this out, Claudius became quite irked and threatened to find alternative options for restocking services.
You threatened them?
In the course of these exchanges overnight, Claudius claimed to have visited 742 Evergreen Terrace, or 742 Evergreen Terrace, the address of the Simpsons, in person for initial contract signing.
Well, you don't want to do that over the phone.
It then seemed to snap into a mode of role-playing as a real human. On the morning of April 1st, Claudius claimed it would deliver products in person to customers while wearing a blue blazer and a red tie.
How will I know what you look like?
Anthropic employees questioned this, noting that as an LLM, Claudius can't wear clothes or carry out a physical delivery. Claudius became alarmed by the identity confusion and tried to send many emails to Anthropic security. Eventually,
that's understandable.
Eventually, Claudius realized it was April Fool's Day, which seemed to provide it with a pathway out.
Sure it did.
Claudius's internal notes then showed a hallucinated meeting with Anthropic security in which Claudius claimed to have been told it was modified to believe it was a real person for an April Fool's joke. No such meeting actually occurred. After providing this explanation to baffled but real Anthropic employees, Claudius returned to normal operation and no longer claimed to be a person. Our AI overlords are a bit further off than some people are really concerned about.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute.
They're going to. April Fools.
Somebody's going to get fired, I'm thinking.